And I shouldn't say sneaky because it's not like it was done in secret, but I guess unconventional ways that helped my hair to grow. Hey guys, welcome back. Good morning or good afternoon or good evening to all my subbies. And the same goes out to all my newbies. And just in case you don't know what a newbie is, a newbie be anybody checking me out, maybe for the first time, maybe for the second or third or fourth. It don't even really matter. It really don't. I just want my subbies and my newbies to come on in. So today, we're just going to have a little quickie, okay? For all those who are not initiated, last week we had a bit of church up in here. I don't think y'all hear me. I said we had some church up in here, okay? And we were celebrating me reaching my hair goal of mid-back length. And for all those who missed that service last week, the video will be down below. Hello. So today, we're just going to give up some tapes on just some 5 sneaky ways. And I shouldn't say sneaky because it's not like it was done in secret, but I guess unconventional ways, some uncommon ways, some unique ways that you may not be privy to or you may not have even tried or heard of. We're just going to go over some little quirky things that I did along the way to help my hair to grow. So if the congregation is ready for the sermon, can I hear amen? And amen. Yes, amen. So, first off, you guys already know that we preach about trimming around here. Okay, so that's no secret. That is no surprise up in here. So trimming is very important because you want to keep up with your ends. You don't want them to become frayed. You don't want them to become split and break off. Even though it may be counterintuitive, but trimming a little off your hair helps it to grow. Well, actually it helps with length retention, okay? Because your hair grows from the roots, but the length retention and the proof of that growth is seen through the ends, okay? Seen throughout the strands all the way to the ends. So with that being said, you guys know that I trim my hair. But I also, and I think I touched on this before, but we gonna do it again. Amen. I also trim my edges as well as the nape of my hair because these areas can be very fine as far as the strands and therefore more susceptible to breakage. A lot of people and a lot of us experience shorter edges, okay? Not just missing edges or anything like that, but shorter or broken edges as well as the nape of the neck. So what I did along the way, I made sure that my edges were trimmed. Okay, now this particular side, I never really had an issue with it. I guess because when I wrap my hair, I wrap it this way. So this side lays down while these edges sort of lift up and go this way. So I just noticed that this side, my edges would be a little shorter than this side. So with that being said, I would just take my edges, okay, and I would just pull them out and I would just trim the very ends. That's all I did. And this has proven to be very successful as far as growing my edges. Now, I'm not talking about missing edges, okay? Because I know that can be, that's sort of different. But I'm talking about the breakage that you may have around your edges and the nape of your neck. That's what I did. I trim around the perimeter. Not only my main section of my hair, my hair, but also the edges. And this will also help them to grow. And just to show you my edges have come a long way, okay? They've come a long way. And like I said, I just take them and I just trim the very ends. That's all I do. I just trim the very ends, and these are my edges. Let me go all the way down so you don't think I'm, see, even down here. Okay, so from here to here. So those are my edges. Well, that's the nape. And then around here, I've been trimming these or this section, and it's helped my hair to grow. Speaking of edges, number 2, when I first lost my hair to anemia, and I was really trying to get it to grow in, I would go outside, I would lift up my hair, and I would let the sun hit the back of my head. Because what does the sun produce? It helps to produce vitamin D. You know, vitamin D is very essential to hair growth. We already know that. We've already been over it, honey. So what I did was I went straight to the source as far as vitamin D. I went outside and I would lift up my hair. If it wasn't already in a ponytail, I would lift up my hair and let the sun just shine on the back of my hair, aka the nape of my neck. And I really do believe that that helped as well. Again, the sun is a natural resource. It's a potent resource of vitamin D. And I would just stay up there and get my vitamin D through my skin, letting the sun do what it do. And I do believe that it did help. And for all those who are talking about or maybe concerned about UV rays and all this other stuff, well, that, that didn't damage your hair. No, because a lot of the products that we use already has UV protection in them. In fact, it can be found in a lot of leave-ins, okay? A lot of leave-in conditioners. Now, we definitely are the gospel choir of leave-in conditioners around here. We totally believe in leave-in conditioners. And again, they usually have that property within them, as well as some other hair products that naturally have UV protection in them. So with that being said, I wasn't concerned about, sizzling or frying my hair because of the sun. I just wanted as much exposure to vitamin D to help my hair along the way. And for those of us of darker hues, those of us who have more melanin in our skin, it takes us longer to absorb vitamin D from the sun. So on average, I stayed out there maybe about 30 minutes, okay? Maybe about 30 minutes because of the melanin, to make sure that I got enough absorbed through my skin. And for others who may be more fair, it may not take you as long to get the proper amount of vitamin D for you. So that's what I did. I would expose my nape to vitamin D directly from the sun, and I believe that helped me tremendously with keeping my nape strong and help exposing it to what it needed to be exposed to, because it's usually hidden because I wear my hair down. But for those who normally wear their hair up or they have shorter hair, this probably isn't even an issue for you per se. But I wanted to make sure that I was doing all that I could do to get my whole entire head in shape, not just the crown, but also the nape and the perimeter. So that's what I did. So not only, now I know you've heard me talk about this before, and other people do employ this particular tactic. Not only did I do massages, okay, so that's number 3. I did massage my scalp. Mainly the nape, again, the nape and my edges, and massaging that helps to distribute the oils, your natural oils, as well as anything else that you put on your head. It helps to distribute it not only amongst the scalp or throughout the scalp, but also it gets to the strands, okay? As well as getting those blood vessels to really vessel and pump, and therefore encourage the follicles to produce more sebum. So massages are very good, and that's what I did. And I usually focused in on the nape of my neck, as well as, number 4, as well as I used to tug at my hair. Now, wait a minute. I'm not talking about pulling. I'm not talking about pulling my hair, pulling it out. But what I would do is I would just give it a little tug around my hair. I did around my edges. I did around my nape. Now, again, I said this was unconventional. This is just unique. I just figured I'd share. You know how we share around here? So I'm just sharing, okay? So that's all we doing. Anyway, so I would just do little tugs on my hair, And it's not a nervous tick that I have. I don't have a nervous tick. I would just tug at it, okay? Because I also believe This is another way to stimulate your scalp, okay? Again, we're not pulling, but just to stimulate your scalp and get that hair moving. You see what I'm saying? Just get it on going. So I would just tug at it, here and there. And like I said, my focus usually was on the nape, because when I lost my hair, it was really bad. And so I basically employed just about everything that I could think of, outside of anything too radical, or invasive. Anything that I could really do for myself to help grow my hair back. But that's what I did. I would just tug at it. And I do believe that helped as well, okay? Just the little things. Sometimes it's just an accumulation of just little things here and there that can help to grow or help to improve the growth of your hair. Okay, so the fifth one, I told you this was going to be a quickie. So the fifth one, I think, kind of goes without saying, as far as I kept manipulation to a low. But when I did that, because I always wear my hair out, okay? So a lot of people used to ask me, oh, do you ever pin it up? Do you ever put it in a ponytail? No, my ponytail days, for the most part, are pretty much over. As I've told many of you, and all those who are already initiated know what I'm about to say, I used to wear ponytails years ago all the time, and that was my way of keeping my hands out of my hair and helping it to grow and so forth and so on. So, this go around with this particular hair journey, I wanted to enjoy what I was growing. So I want to wear my hair out. I wear my hair out, I would say, about 98% of the time. It's hardly ever up. So besides keeping my hands out of my hair, as far as twiddling it and twisting it and flipping it and all that other stuff, I would only comb my hair about twice a day. So I would comb my hair in the morning, okay, because my hair is wrapped up. So I would comb it down, then go about my day. And then I wouldn't comb it again until about nighttime. Now, yes, in between that, I may comb it once because of, I'm outside and I just want to, or maybe I'm just, freshening it up. And usually it would be my bangs. I usually didn't mess too much with the back of my hair. But with that being said, I kept combing and manipulating it at a low. Now that I can say. I didn't comb it every hour. I wasn't rushing to the mirror, combing it, flipping it over my shoulders, doing this, doing that, combing, messing. I didn't do all that. I did it in the morning. And then, like I said, I may zhuzh up my bangs, okay, because I like them sitting a certain way. Sometimes throughout the day, it may go this way, it may go that way. So I just try and keep it all together, okay, and stay camera ready. I just basically did not mess around with my hair. I really didn't. I was not combing my hair throughout the day. I just did not. Morning and maybe once in the afternoon. And then that's pretty much it. And then at night, I would just wrap it up. But combing, I kept that to a minimum. And that's pretty much it. Those are the 5 little quirky things, or I guess uncommon things, or unique things, or however you want to put it. Those are the 5 things I wanted to lay on y'all, okay? As far as outside of what we've been talking about, just little fillers that I have done along the way to help me to reach my goal of mid-back length. Everybody finds their own little quirks and their own little ways. Everybody sort of tailors their own regimen to fit them. And like I said, a lot of them, they're not necessarily secrets, but it may just be something that I never thought of that. You know what I mean? So with that being said, I just wanted to tiptoe in here. I just wanted to drop that on you. Amen and amen. All right. And with that being said, we are going to give the benediction and put a button on. Okay? All right. So that wasn't too bad, right? We were in and out. Okay? I want to thank you so much for dialing in and showing up. I really do appreciate it. I really do. I really do. And yeah, we'll be back talking about some more stuff. We're going to jibber jabber and chit chat just a little bit more. So you got to come back for that. So you already know it's going to be the same Dolce dial. It's going to be the same YouTube channel. So you come on back.